Okay, so we've got the old board out. I've had a good look over it. I can't see anything wrong with it. And even a few ohms tests on that, can't really find anything wrong. So I think it's time to put the new board in. So, new board is in. Everything's plugged in. Let's go and plug the power in and connect it to the monitor. Okay, we're all plugged in, ready to power it up. So it's alive, we've got the LED lighters on, the fan was running. One beep. Oh, here we go. So we've got fan detection error. Press enter to continue. Fan detection error. And it's shut down. Back to the fan detection error. So it looks like Windows is booting up now. Back to the fan detection. Chassis fan is not connected or may have malfunctioned. So is that the one in here? That's be the CPU fan, so must be this one. So the Windows is booted. Put the password in, and it's working. But what's the fan fault? So the fan in the back is definitely running. Maybe it's just the sensor that's failed on it. So Photo Legacy won't open. It seems to be the only thing that won't work. It was the program that was running when it last crashed, so I might just uninstall that and reinstall it. We'll just try a reset on the Photo Legacy. We'll see if that works. Okay, that didn't solve it, so we're going to do an uninstall and reinstall it. So open Photos, it's uninstalled now. Go Settings, go down to Photo Legacy, get Photo Legacy now. We're in the App Store, so get it. It's doing the download. Okay, so that's installed. And it should be in the start menu. There it is. Let's pin to the start menu. And there we go. Let's pin it to the taskbar. Right. Sweet, well it's all working. Internet's working. Yep, so the computer's all working. Just going to find out what's going on with, I believe, this fan in the back here. So I'm going to do a restart, get into the BIOS, and see if we can tell it to ignore the signal from that fan. So I'm trying to get into the BIOS, and it's saying install an operating system on your hard disk. Boot device not found. F2 diagnostics. Coming up with the fan error. Okay. Memory test. Okay, well, it's saying the memory test is going to take 19 minutes. We're only at 3% so far, so we'll just hold out. So that's saying it passed, so memory must be good. So I'll go back to the main menu and let's go check hard drive. We'll just do the quick check. So it says it passed. Back to the menu. Let's go exit. Are you sure? Yes. And it's booting Windows. Okay, so got into the BIOS. Had to be really quick at pressing escape after the fan fault came up, and you press enter to carry on. So every time it starts, it does this fan error, so you got to go enter and escape real quick. So go exit, yes, and we're into the BIOS, and I cannot find anywhere in here that you can turn off the fan or control the fan speed. Go into the BIOS setup. Maybe it'll be in here. So I've got the voltmeter hooked up. So where are we? The red white one here, with the white stripe. Now that's the command wire which tells the fan how fast to run. We've got 2.6 volts on there. The white one next to it is supposed to be the RPM signal back from the fan, which we've got 1.75 volts. So I don't know why it's saying it's not detecting a voltage. And then the green and the grey is the green is your power, which switches over to the grey to tell the power unit to turn on, and we've got 2.9 volts there. So the power's there. So I've opened up the back, got the fan out. I mean, when I bypass it and that, the fan will run full speed. We do have 4 wires coming off the fan. There is a bit of movement there, so maybe when it's spinning it loses signal or something, but it appears to be giving a signal when it's running. Or is there something wrong with the electronic board? So I'm going to have a look on the internet for this fan. Okay, so I just punched in the model of the fan. So there's quite a few coming up. They're all pretty cheap according to these prices here, only $5 or $6. So I might just order a fan. Okay, so it's all running. We've got both the RAM sticks in there. Put the Wi-Fi card back in. It's all working. It still comes up with the fan fault. Just press enter and then it carries on as normal. So I'll see if I can get another fan, and then we'll do a follow-up video on whether just replacing the fan fixes it. So because we've changed the motherboard, it's now saying you need to activate Windows, because it knows there's a different motherboard in there and it thinks you're trying to run 2 copies on 2 different computers. So we'll have to go and do the reactivation for this version. So you need to go into update and security, and then you've got activation. Okay, so it's saying we need to reactivate, so it's saying go to troubleshooting, which is just there. So we'll just go to the troubleshooting, to the help, get help, because the other option was to go to the store and repurchase it, which we already have. So you've got some options here. So I think this is the one we need to have a look at, because we've done a hardware change. Activating when installing for the first time. No, activating a new device. Well, it's not really a new device, it's the same one, it's more just hardware change. Yep, so it's saying there, after replacing hardware, motherboard, Windows might no longer be activated. Try using activated troubleshooter. Okay. So that just took us back to where we were. After hardware change. Okay, select start button. Looks like you have to sign in on a Microsoft account to carry on. So I want you to sign in with the same account that was originally activated this Microsoft software, so I don't know what that is. I bought this from a shop, so maybe they did it. Not sure, or whether it might. So Windows is all activated. I managed to find the Microsoft account that we used to activate it, and it's all working good, and we haven't had any problems with it so far. So besides the fan fault, which doesn't seem to be affecting it except for on the startup, it all seems to be working fine.